Welcome back to Managing Asia. My next guest tells a tale of a tough journey, but taking the tough road has brought rewards. We talked to the founder of Tern, Joshua Hon. 46 and full of energy, Joshua Hon is the boss of Tern, a bike company that's just 2 years old. A short journey, but it has traveled far, since Hon broke away from his father's business to set up his own.
Well, honestly, it was a very difficult decision, but I think in the end it came down to direction. Myself, my mom, all of the team, we collectively felt that the direction that we were going wasn't the right one. And if you aren't confident and you don't respect the direction that you're going in, you have to go in another direction. And so that's what it came down to.
But Hon found himself in a legal spat with his father, David Hon of the Hon Bicycles. So what resulted was a lawsuit, a highly complex lawsuit, which lasted for months and months.
Yes.
Not knowing what the outcome would be, you still went ahead and launched your own brand. Why take the risk? Did you not know what would happen if you actually lost the legal suit?
We never considered that we'd lose the lawsuit. The lawsuit was unfortunate. I think that happens in business, unfortunately, sometimes. I think especially with family, it's especially difficult. But I think we're very confident of our integrity, our honesty, and I think the other thing is that we had the backing not only of an amazing team of people that launched Tern together, but we had the backing of suppliers in industry, our distributors in the market, and so it was really an easy decision for us.
How did you manage to settle the lawsuit in the end?
So, as anybody who's gone through a lawsuit knows, there aren't a lot of winners unless you're a lawyer. And so it's extremely expensive. And so I think in the end, we ended up with a settlement that we're very happy with. So there you go.
You still talking to your father today?
Yes, we do talk. Although it's let's say the relationship is somewhat strained. Yeah.
What lessons have you learned from the unpleasant experience?
It's hard, but when you have a strong team around you, when you have passion for your products, when you believe in your products, that's what gives you the strength to push forward.
Hon and his team pushed on and started Tern, a foldable bike company, in just 8 months.
I think there were 10 or 15 of us, sitting in Las Vegas or at a crappy rented house. And we were brainstorming. We were thinking, well, what are we going to call this new company? We were inspired by a quote by Yvon Chouinard, who's the founder of Patagonia. And his quote was something along the lines of, continuing in the direction that you're going isn't always going to be the optimal solution. And sometimes you have to take a step back and turn around and go in a new direction. And that really resonated with us because it's how we felt. This concept of changing directions and turning. I remember we were sitting there talking about it. One of our graphics guys said, "Yeah, how about Tern, the bird?" And we thought, "Oh, that's kind of cool." And
so you literally want your brand to fly.
Yes.
The company took off to much fanfare in 2011 in the middle of the global financial crisis. Hon managed to rope in old-time suppliers, 60 staff, and a distribution network in more than 40 countries. As a new brand, how hard did you have to work to gain acceptance in the market?
We had to work incredibly hard. We still work incredibly hard. It's hard, but it's not just about hard work. It's also working smart. We don't have multi-million-dollar ad budgets. Coming from Hon, we had a lot of experience. Almost every single one of our old distributors said, "You're doing a new brand?" "Yes, I'll do your new brand because we believe in you, we believe in your team. And we believe in
So your past
vision."
experience did help?
Yes, a lot, for sure.
So just how fast can you fold this bike?
Pretty fast, under 10 seconds.
Okay, go. "7 seconds. Not bad." Hon has shipped nearly 100,000 bikes so far, expecting to pull in profits in 2013. He says it helps having suppliers that go the extra mile.
We can call up almost any one of our vendors and say, hey, I need a little bit of help here. I'm rushing for this delivery in 2 weeks. Can you help me out? And people will bend over backwards to help you.
So that's the business culture.
Yeah, Taiwan business culture is, I would say, very special in that way.
Tern has received a cash injection of $4.3 million from investors to accelerate its global expansion, but it's still a bumpy road ahead.
The economies, especially in Europe, are a bit uncertain, so we'll have to see. On the other hand, we're seeing good growth in parts of Asia, North and South America. So it's nice to be, to not have too many eggs in one basket.
How fast do you expect to grow? How many bikes do you want to sell this year?
We would expect to grow 10-20% per year, kind of for the foreseeable future.
And what are your margins like?
Well, margins are good. They're probably 3 to 4% better than kind of industry average.
Mm-hmm. And what is the industry average?
Industry average is probably 10 to 15. And we would expect to be able to improve on our margins going forward because, especially in year 1, year 2, a lot of your, let's say, purchasing decisions are based on time and quality. And as you get more time, then you can optimize a little bit more on price.
Do you think you have what it takes to become the #1 foldable bike company in the world one day?
I would say that that's not really our goal.
That's not your goal?
No.
What is your goal then?
Our goal is to get more people riding bikes for transportation. That's our goal. And if that means we're selling 1 million bikes, or if that means we're selling 100,000 or 200,000 bikes, that's good. Obviously.
But surely it must be nice to be #1.
Again, our focus is not folding bikes. Our focus is on urban transportation. For urban transportation, there's a lot of things that are important besides just folding.
Many of your managers who followed you are now shareholders in the company. How does this sense of ownership help drive the company's direction and business?
I don't mind working hard. I can work hard. I can work smart, but I'd like to share in the upside. That program we want to roll down within the company so that everybody has an opportunity. In Chinese, there's a term, 老板. It means boss. And me personally, I hate when people say, oh, 你是老板. Because the way I think about it is we want our entire company to be full of 老板s. Because if everybody's a 老板, then everybody is paying close attention to costs and waste and turn off the light and do we need the AC this high and all of these things. I think you're much more successful as a company if everybody is thinking of those things rather than just one guy at the top.
Looking at these two companies at different stages in their journey, the unrelentless quest to control their destiny, whether by trying something new or pushing the reset button and starting all over again, their courage to change direction has changed fortunes. And finally, where do you see Tern in the next 5 years? What's your ambition for the company?
We expect to be bigger than we are now. We expect to be getting more people out of their cars, onto bikes, riding on a more frequent basis. At that point, we will also be taking our profits and investing that back into advocacy, environmental issues. And I think so it's a nice circle. You're selling more, you're spinning more back into causes that you believe in, and it's a positive cycle.
And that was Joshua Hon, founder of Tern Bicycles. That's it for this edition of Managing Asia. Join us again next week as we continue our series on Taiwan. I'm Christine Tan. Thanks for watching.